Hello, and welcome to the Midnight Screenings West Coast.
Well, that's
I just want to confuse people.
that's true. I guess the last time I was in this setup with this camera, it was on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But I have relocated. The West Coast has now gotten a lot more east.
Yeah. So I just actually thought of something else as well.
What's that?
In the 8 years we've been doing this show, you and I have never done a video together.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't think you and I have ever done a midnight screening together.
Internet? Is this true?
I mean, I could be wrong, but I honestly think we've never done one of these together. And if we have, it wasn't a one-on-one, it was one of the group ones in the early days.
Oh. Wow.
Because I don't think I've done one of these without Brad in over a year.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a far more interesting story than the movie we just watched. What is it, A Dog's Journey or The Journey
The
of
Dog's Way Home?
A Dog's Way Home, yes. Here it is, the much anticipated review of A Dog's Way Home.
You all asked for it.
And careful what you ask for.
And we're the only ones in town right now, so we got suckered into this shit. And I'm going to tell you now, everybody begging for people to go see this. This was pointless.
Yeah, this is one of those movies where it's not bad.
I mean, it's bad.
I mean, like, horrible. It's not like a horrible, offensive movie. And it's also really not great or even, like, really good. It's just kind of mediocre dog, watching a dog. Because there's points where, like, the dog is cute. And there's points where, it's kind of, there's some nice things that they kind of did. But it just was really long. Like, the movie's only 97 minutes long.
Yeah, if this movie felt a half hour shorter...
Yes.
I would have been sitting here laughing my ass off about this movie and the stupid shit in it. Right. But it was just, it was a half hour long enough for me to just go, whatever, at least it's done. Yeah,
I was checking my watch to be like, wait, what? How far into this are we? I mean, how much more can there possibly be? And the answer was a lot.
The journey didn't even start for at least 45 minutes in.
I agree. I'm pretty sure it was 45 minutes in. You take the time, and it's about the dog, and she's talking, and she has her voice, and it's from a dog's point of view. So she understands words, but doesn't. Yeah. So, but it's not like you can't understand the humans. The humans just talk, and the dog goes, "I understand. Go home." And then that's it. And then
it was like 45 minutes of unnecessary character development.
Right. For the background
characters that you're just like, okay, the dog's trying to get to its person. I get the fucking point.
Right. Yeah. That's all it really needed to be. I mean, it could have been a 5-minute exposition of the family's on vacation, and the family leaves, and the dog's still there, and they're like, "Oh no, I need to get home."
Yeah.
And then that could have done the same movie.
Yeah, I mean, you would have felt a lot more like that dog owner was a piece of shit.
That's true, but I mean, but still, it's like the point is the dog's trying to get home. But it doesn't. You're right. It felt like a solid 45 minutes.
Oh God,
it felt like a whole movie
with like the build up to the land developing villain that just disappears.
Right, that he totally
just fucks off and he's gone. Like that character, like they built up this villain, and then he disappeared.
Like, you don't want to go to war with me. Yeah. All he does is file a complaint.
Yeah.
And then the animal control guy tries to take the dog away.
Yeah.
So it's just mediocre. These movies are meant to be just kind of feel good, like, oh, you're watching a dog, and aren't the dogs cute, and I love my dog, and happy dog stuff, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all you want. I mean, it's a lot of dog. And the dog's cute, so it's a cute dog, and it's doing dog stuff for 90 minutes that felt like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, no, it was painful. I mean, there were, moments where, you could stop and breathe because something so stupid was happening.
True, yes.
Like the entire third of the movie with the CGI mountain lion. I mean, my God.
Okay, this was like the thing that really made me excited about this movie was because the trailer of the movie is the entire movie.
Oh, yes.
It's I'm a happy dog. I meet a happy person. Oh, no, I'm lost. A CGI mountain lion, and I'm home. No, that's the trailer.
If they were doing, this movie in 90 seconds, it would have been the trailer.
It was absolutely the trailer. So, yes, at one point, the dog finds a cougar cub. And
decides to fucking raise it.
And it says, well, I'm now the mother of this thing. So we do these things together, and we now go do this together. And so she raises the mountain lion, or the cougar cub, but then they get separated.
Right.
Like, you know, for
like 7 months.
And then, like, well, God, and just, like, so many other things happen, because there's so much, I mean, this is based on a novel, and like, so many times when they adapt novels, They really... I saw that one of the screenwriters was the writer of the novel, which means they are very precious about everything. Everything has to be in there. And oh my God, it was all there. Like, I felt like I read a whole novel.
Yeah.
In like a long novel in the process of this movie. So anyway, she befriends the mountain lion, or cougar, or whatever it is. Then she's attacked by wolves. And the mountain lion comes in and attacks, and a shaky cam, crazy CGI.
Like 8 animal fight scene takes place. It was more fucking nauseating than Elysium. I mean, I swear to God, it was so.
I mean, that was. It wasn't at that point that I was just. Because it's just, for such a slow movie with a lot of walking the dog through the woods.
And I think that's why this movie was even remotely watchable, because those moments of ridiculousness were perfectly timed out. because the one that was before that, like, was another one with the mountain lion cub, but it was a cub, and they were like playing on ice. So like it shows the dog like charging, and then it cuts to the next shot, and both animals are CGI, so they can wrestle together.
And the other thing is that like CG and you know, that sort of stuff like has gotten way less expensive than what it used to be. Now again, I don't know what the budget of this movie is. It was probably a lot. You know, it had you know, Sony had a big what looked like a Chinese company co-financing it. I mean, so they probably had a lot of money on this. So, you know, again, that mountain lion or cougar or whatever it was CG the whole time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you're right, it's in like a third of the movie.
Yeah.
And then there's the CG battle with the wolves, and then the CG playing on the and for the most part the CG looked pretty good, but then there were times that it was just like, wow. Like, this is like 90s CG.
Well, it seemed like they worked really hard on certain parts of the mountain lion.
Yes, yeah.
Like, they worked really hard on, like, the face and the coloration of some things and making the spots move really well.
And some of that looked pretty good, I think.
But when they had to do the CGI dog, it's like they just fucking gave up.
They're like they
pull the animation from The Sims, let's go.
Right, it's like they took like a stock like dog thing you can buy with some of those kits. Yeah. Just like dog. We built this beautiful, beautiful cougar from scratch. Yeah. It has fur that reacts to the environment. But crap, we need a dog. Dog, copy paste, dog.
But yeah, it seems like every time they were in a close up of that mountain lion, especially once it was full grown, that they did a really good job.
Right.
But every time they had like a wider shot and they're showing the whole animal, it was kind of like they're like, we studied the musculature of this mountain lion, so we made it as buff as fucking possible.
It was pretty buff, yeah. So I mean, that there was some mild enjoyment to be brought by that whole business.
Yeah, but it was paced out perfectly enough to keep me somewhat invested in watching the movie, because I was waiting for the next stupid thing to happen.
Right, and it just it just meandered. I mean, it was from the dog's point of view, and it felt like it was a dog telling the story. He just kind of meandered, and now we did this, and now we did that, and look at that, now we did that. And now I'm with these dogs, and I'm going to go do this, and now I found a cat.
Like a depressing 20-minute interlude with fucking Edward James Olmos.
Oh yeah, as the homeless veteran.
Yeah, who dies, who chains the dog to himself, lays down, and dies.
Right. So I was
like, that's his whole part in the movie.
To which I was like, so are we going to get a sweetly voiced? So then I decided to chew through his arm. Why are we watching this? This got gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And those kids that found the dead body, we didn't see what the horror that happened to them.
Well, you forgot that the whole lead up to those kids finding the body was the movie Stand By Me. Did you not realize this all took place in the 50s?
It's a crossover movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Like shit. I mean, they at least could have put in like a shot of them poking that Edward James Olmos with the stick.
Right. Yeah. Again, just. I mean, again, it's like it wasn't like offensive.
There was nothing offensive about it. I mean,
and again, if you're a super dog lover and you love cute dog thing, and then the happy ending of they find the dog and they best the evil dog chaser.
Yeah.
I mean, yay! And they're all veterans. They're all the dog is a therapy dog at a VA hospital. I mean, it's hard to have anything wrong with that. So that's fine. It's just
no. This is one of those movies where, like, I'm sorry, this video is not hilarious and we're not raging and ranting and we don't have fantastic things to say about it. But this is one of those movies where the best part of sitting through this movie was leaning over to each other and just telling each other horrible jokes,
making horrible comments and terrible things. Like at one point, the dog says, "I had no idea how long my journey was going to be," and I go, "Tell me about it."
I threw out a Harvey Weinstein joke. I mean,
oh yeah.
We don't need to repeat it. I'm just letting you know I threw it out there.
Yeah.
Ryan's trying to build this website up, and I'm trying to bring it right back down.
Destroying it. Yeah, that's exactly. Hard work gone down the drain. Yeah. So I mean, again, if you're a dog lover and you like the dog, seeing the cute dog, I mean, it's a rent at best. I don't really think you need to go to the theater for something like this. I mean, there really is not a cinematic experience with this. It's watching a dog for 90 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if these channels still exist, but give it like 3 months, it'll be on TNT or USA or some shit like that.
It would be, it's that type of movie, because it's really just filler.
Yeah.
It's not like, the big movie of the week. It's not going to be this amazing thing that people love.
It's going to be the thing that's on at like 3 p.m. for no reason.
And, the kids can watch it because they're watching a dog.
Yeah.
And you can have it on in the background while you're trying to get, chores done while the kids are watching TV.
I just remember when I was a kid and there was animal movies, like, we had shit like The Bear.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to good old-fashioned kids' animal movies where, at the end they had to kill their pet? I mean, why don't they bring that back?
Well, yeah, that's what I was waiting for at the end of this. Is
Old Yeller, That Darn Cat. I mean, they didn't kill the cat in That Darn Cat, but I really feel like they should have.
Yeah, at the end they're like, yay, the dog's reunited, but that animal needs to be put down.
Yeah.
End.
Like, welcome to reality.
The dog is now dead.
Yeah. Or, because it's that point in the review where I'm gonna start ruining shit. Because right before the end of this movie where the dog is reunited with its owner, it gets fucking straight up hit by a car on the highway. And then, like, there's 20 minutes of this poor dog just limping around.
Right, and a lot of it's CG, but that part wasn't. So clearly they trained the dog to favor a leg, as it's doing that.
As far as animal actors go, fantastic animal actor.
Sure, yeah.
But I mean, come on. I mean, let's be realistic. That leg would have gotten amputated. That would have been a 3-legged dog.
Tripod dog.
Yeah.
So
tripod dogs are great. They're great because they work so hard, and you just feel like you're like, yeah, little dog.
I know. Yeah. So again, it's
and after a while, they don't even notice.
Yeah. Who doesn't love dogs? I mean, it's a dog movie. It's that. It's just not like. There's so many better dog movies, or maybe there's not. Or there only needs to be one. I don't know. I mean, how many do you really have to have?
There's the American classic that is Air Bud 3, but I mean,
get out of my car.
That's it. That's the next movie. That's the next movie. We're making a dog movie next.
Oh shit! What have I done? It's gonna be spectacular.
Yeah. We're gonna do a dog movie, and then we're gonna do our ghost hen-pecked husband movie. This is what Ryan and I do when we're left to our own devices. We come up with ideas for the dumbest movies we could possibly think of.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Yes.
Did I tell you about the cop movie I want to make starring me and Farad?
No.
I want to call it The Captain and Tennille. Tennille's the young rookie cop, and the captain, it's the captain.
It's the captain. Jesus Christ. Sold. Why am I even waiting for a script? Let's just go.
I think it's something we can easily ad-lib, you know?
Oh, yeah. Whew. Oh. All right. So yeah, A Dog's Way Home.
Fuck it.
Okay. All right.
That's my new rating system.
The new rating.
It was a movie. It existed. I don't care, and neither should you.
Yeah. It's again, if you really want to watch a dog thing,
yeah.
Rent. I really think Rent. I mean, we paid $12 to see it in the theater, which was wildly more than it needed to be. So.
Yeah. No. I mean,
however much
I can't
cost,
even justify this as. Listen, if you've got a 5-year-old that won't shut up about the dog movie, okay, fine.
You'll enjoy the CG fight with the mountain lion, because why the hell not? I mean,
just wait for that absurdity to kick in.
And then yeah, but otherwise, yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just sorry.
All right, well, he's going to cough up a lung, so...
It's down.
Okay, good.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, all right, so we've got a medical emergency here, so we're going to go. Hospital, please. Okay.
Oh, no, I have kids.
Bye!